Good question, man.
You take a question, yeah?
Let me pick some line. I hope all enjoy the trip.
Where were you on the night of April 17th, 1961?
I was in my mother belly trying to force my way out. You ask a question, you can answer.
What details can you tell us about your birth and your childhood? Let's focus on your birth, if you like.
There's nothing I can know nothing about that. I have no
So you never
idea.
hear any stories? What was your weight?
I don't know nothing. Actually, I didn't know my parents, and when I finally met them and things like that, I didn't have nothing. I didn't know nothing, and I still I know nothing with my parents is concerned.
And your childhood?
When my childhood was kind
Up to the...
of haphazard that kind of way.
Okay.
When I was like 3 years old, I started catch myself. Realized that, hey, oh, I started to know things. And then, bam, father and mother split up. Struggling all about. I ended up by my grandparents stay a while. Small fella, 3-4 years, I know what going on. It was kind of hard. Trying for me there. Then, during that process, about 5 years old, 2 people come and take me away and tell me that the last I see her from family till I was 20-something years before I saw my mother again.
Ow!
You get that right? Get that for that ball go there?
Yes, I was quite pleased about it. I don't know how to frame the question that I want to ask you, but you know when you read different books and they talk about your childhood and how stable it is.
My childhood wasn't stable.
Okay, right. So they talk about how important, having a stable childhood is for your later years, right? Mm-hmm. You fast forward to 2023, you're in your early 60s. Do you think that there are things that happen way back then that you may not even remember that is have a negative impact on you today, even in your 60s?
No, the only thing that really impact on me is the separation of my mother and father.
Your biological parents?
Yes. I didn't get to grow up with them to know what, paternal love is like that, how your parents is a different thing, but I don't know. Like about my childhood, it wasn't that bad. It was eventful because I meet new people. I grew up in a nice neighborhood. Met people all around you. Anywhere you go, you meet different people,
So focusing on the separation, what aspect of it, something that happened when you were 5 years old, you would say, hey, I am most affected in this particular way by not having that paternal love? It have anything you could put your finger on exactly?
When I can't put my finger on when I was small and thing, how I didn't have my parents, it had somebody who take advantage of me because I had no mother and father and thing, I lived with my strangers, and that was one of the problems I had, the only problem. Till I get to know and settle down with everybody and they get to know me and thing, I always had a problem being by strangers as a youth man. I will try, You have no family then. You consider them your family and them friends were not my friends,
Mm-hmm.
That was the hard part.
But have you made peace with those things?
I am at peace finally.
And what helped you come to that place of peace?
Finally, by working at this salon now and settling and living the day-to-day of the good, like day-to-day life, without having to worry about you have to get this man, go to work, you have to look for money to do this and you have to do that. If I don't have it, I don't do nothing. When I get money, I use it to see.
So is your work here on the land would be contributing a big sense of that peace?
Yes. People go say, man, look at your wife coming to pick line. Hot sun, hot.
I feel loving it. It cool whole morning. He now bring you out here to pick lime after he feed with nice. Thank you for the food again, Mr. Harry. It was very enjoyable. Well, we had some rice and chana with
pigeon peas.
Fantastic meal.
Yeah. Well, my childhood was just normal, man. When I get to make friends and things, I started to go in the community that I went to live in the Story village. I look, road there. It took a while to climatize and things. It had some people there, so they bring this whole coolie boy to do down here. But after that, everything started to work out good. I become a favorite with people,
And you still have favorite with people. So, I have any question that you would like to ask Farmer Harry for his channel? What's one or two questions you would love to ask Farmer Harry?
Well, I was listening to him, I don't really have a question as yet, but I listening to him talk about you know, not growing up with his parents, you know, and it just making me really it's something I've always seen the importance with, that children really should have the opportunity, boy, of knowing their parents. It's really important. And we who have that opportunity to give that to our children, we really shouldn't play the fool with that, boy. We really shouldn't play the fool, because we're listening to a mature man here talk about what it felt, what it feels like. And we have the power to prevent our children from experiencing this same thing next 20 years from now. You know, so as we all know, it has some parents, they may not make it together, but both parents really have a right and an obligation to be a part of the children's lives, boy. Just it. Just it.
Yeah, but you just miss out something bad, but nobody can take that and make up the time. You really miss out.
Okay, so when you meet somebody who, let's say in their 40s, 50s, 60s, right? And they spend a lot of time.
You picking more?
Yeah, there's only 100 of it.
Okay.
And they spend a lot of time talking about what they didn't have in their childhood, right, Lasana and Harry?
Sorry, I missed it.
Someone didn't have a happy childhood due to separation of their parents. They didn't have the opportunity of safe shelter and a home and both parties being present. And you fast forward to when they're 50, 60 years old, and it comes up a lot in their conversations. And so you know it's something that they're thinking about still and they're bothered by. Would you say that person is justified to having those conversations, or they should have, hey, all that time passed, boy, you could move on from that?
Nobody have the right to ever tell a man that, hey, you need to move on from that, because you're not in the person's shoes, you know. But definitely, you know, if a person could seek talking about a situation, even like how Harry's talking about it now, there's a form of therapy. So every time a person talk about something, some hurtful experience, hopefully they're coming out of it.
Well, in other words, when you do express something that you felt hurt you in the past, when you said it out front now, you release a weight on yourself. So don't mind a man might be repeating certain things after and over, but it helps. When you repeat it, it eases you up. It's like a weight.
Yeah.
You need to talk.
I was listening to a podcast recently on psychology and the importance of therapy, right, Sarah? And what it was saying is that when we talk about things, it gives a past event a new context almost, you know.
Yes.
A new way to look at it, because you're having a conversation, and I was real happy to hear how they frame that, boy.
Yeah.
That you're giving the story almost like a different vantage point
Yes.
to deal with it, because I never really understand. I mean, yeah, I see the value of therapy, but that comparison, I appreciated it.
It always helps, man. When you talk about your problem, you don't sit down on it. You just eat you up more. What do you think the American and European? They drink, they lime, they work Monday to Friday, from midnight to midnight. Saturday and Sunday they go and they eat and they drink and abuse who they have to abuse, do what they have to do. Monday morning, a psychiatrist. From 8 to 9, they spend $10,000 just for that little hour talk. And all the problem they had over the weekend vanish. Till next weekend again. Yeah. That's how life is.
And you guys be careful also between new people, right? Remember, everybody is a bank of wisdom and knowledge. So you might be able to talk to a man and get his perspective about it. And he might be able to tell you, hey, well, boy, you know, I grew up in a similar situation and I was able to do this, or I did that. I made amends to this person, to that person, you know, and maybe you could try his approach also. That's why I love the channel that I doing so much in London, right? I am engaging with many people, you know, and boy, it's like when you talk to somebody on your chat, you know how many people they would have dealt with in their life, and now you come in and you extracting a little knowledge and wisdom from them. At the end of the day, you could have the knowledge of 1 million people in your head, you know. Yeah.
Community, yeah, the importance of community.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
They say that to the people where they live long, the blue zones I was telling you about. A big part of it is the community that they have, you know, with one another, yeah. There's a lime tree here. I see a pick of the size of a pencil. What an industrious man you are, Farmer Harry. What an industrious man you are. Yes.
He likes these things, wow. Papa did always like these things. He likes to plant. I was missing him.
He loved planting.
I find out I was missing sometimes.
Yeah, he was a good soul there. Good soul boy.
Yes,
Helpful man.
I ain't played the fool then. I young pepper through here too, and I plant all about where I ain't left in the land to waste again, but I was playing the fool all the time. It has plenty time all about the place. It's only down by the house and clean up there.
What was one of your biggest regrets, sorry?
Biggest regrets, why? I tell you something, I could already have a good little house right now and thing when I say work and thing. I play the fool. I mean up and down the place and you work for all the money you spend it drinking beers, smoking ganja, passing money for girl, no interest coming back. Spend some bad money and a few women already too. I just regret that. I did, I regret them kind of thing. Because I wasn't how they played games and everything. Regretting life and regretting nothing much. I'm really happy right now at the end of the day. I enjoy doing this. You know? I my game right now. I have a 500 line there, there's a 500 there, sure. And then I go pick a bag of pepper the Friday. There's another 200. 200 should go for the dog. Buy some things for them. Drink a 2 beer for myself. If I meet you out there, I drink a beer, we might eat our food. Give somebody a little change on the side. You know, a charity thing. Alright. I tell you. Remember when I did set the nurseries, right? In the trails. That's it. And what you? This is the second day now because I pick about 8 times already. I ain't picking much. I pick a 2 bag the first time. A 2 bag again, and then I start to pick a bag. You know? Like Friday, so I sure I might get a solid bag and a half.
And what kind of lifespan you would expect from these pepper trees?
This will go down till Christmas. That plant in May.
And what's the idea? You would replant or you change crop all the time?
What I'm thinking now, that when that come out, I'm going to list. I ain't plant back ginger. I had the ginger growing wild. I ain't plant it and take care of it this year. I start to concentrate on this. But I'll leave it there. What I plan to do now, as pepper and thing come out, I'm going to replace every stool with a portion of ginger. So the ginger will have a little fertilizer there to feed on to help it come better. That's what my plan is, to plant ginger throughout the land because ginger was a nice shrub for me, you know. I mean, I sell some this year, but not much. I only sell about half of what I planted. So it has ginger wild all over the place. So I will take out now and just plant. And this mung already there. When you put ginger there, just tease it up a bit now. So you get plenty of hand on at this stage of my life anymore. Finally, it's like being recognized for just what I am. You know what I mean? And I finally being able to become a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago.
Hooray, brother. Hooray. I'm so excited to see the ID card.
Yeah.
And onward, brother, after that, God willing. Yes.
I
Yes.
think we have some people money, eh?
Yes, man. I am excited to organize and put that in place.
And
for
to
you.
tell my fans and supporters, all the subscribers. Oh yeah, I guess in the bush I hardly just be out on the net and things. So I doesn't communicate much with people. I ain't doing videos and things that much. Because I'm hoping to get everything in order. So when I really start to do video, I ain't having no problem, no way, you know. Like how you monetize the channel and the stuff and things because of the ID problem, you know. When I start to do videos, them little videos I'm doing just for fun, you know.
Yes, to
It's not about-
to stay in the game.
Yeah. It's have fun.
I'm excited for you, Harry.
You know, long me lime so boy.
Lime, man, lime.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I must have about 1 million chuck up over hand here.
Yeah.
Let me hear you.
I cannot summon that.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, boy, this pepper tree is healthier. Big pepper tree, man. Oi. What kind of tree is this, Anna?
That is sapadilla.
That's what I have by your house. The plant. Alright, I like my tree, you get them?
I'm working around it.
You go step in it.
Nah.
You don't work out that food.
Yeah. That I eat all the rice.
You see how the land is, remember coming here when it was small? This is where I had the first piece of planting when you came. Here we were squatting the planting. And I had
Yeah.
one-
Just started kind of making your way up the hill.
And then I cut that piece there this year, there too. Now we are planting that piece of purple. But how you find the purple looking?
Fantastic, boy. Fantastic, boy, Harry, boy.
The whole area, eh?
Fantastic.
Whole area.
You level up the place.
I up the game.
You
now,
level up the place.
to make a little money.
Sana, isn't it remarkable that this is the effort
Yeah, boy.
of one man, boy?
Yeah.
And of course, in meeting, I guess you would have friends too. I would acknowledge them too in it, right?
Yeah. I have a guy called Richard. There's some of him. I'll help him.
Big up, Richard.
Yeah, man. Big up Richard. Because that guy a big up and 20 by 2 boy. He give me an extra just to run this piece of project. Just talk, eh? And he has some good skills now. He's a man both in the agriculture and training. And he advised me to put on that purple, you know. He said, but you had the land, you had a cut land, you tried them intermediate. And it worked out. But it'll be hard on me sometimes for that. I just get up on mornings and jump out here like 5:30 once I could see. I work till 8 o'clock. Go there, go to the puppy and drink some coffee. If the neighbor there check him, Mr. Boise, you can hear the well. I start to cook something, eat some meal. Sit down and read a book from about 11 to 1. Go by the river, take a bath. Come back home. I go light a little rod and burn. And then after that, when it's 3:30, I jump out here again. Because if you're looking at this here, you could know it's plenty of work to have it like this. Every day. And hey, big up to Bungie. I can't plant like Bungie and them is big people in the game. You know, so them how should I say, equipment and thing. I'm a small planter, but I'm trying my best.
Now, just to put into perspective what Farmer Harry is calling small, we on top of the hill, and Farmer Harry's house is down there. So again, it might be kind of hard to put it into perspective, but we about what, Harry? About 600 or 700 feet or more from your house currently.
About 350 feet.
350 feet?
Yeah.
Tana? You're wrong too, Terry. You see from where you have into the house right there? It's 400 feet. And that is double here.
No, in fact, regardless of weight, is plenty because it's spreading both left and right too in all in them.
Some individuals said that I'm going too far up now, too hard to shoot things and quite up the hill here now. But you know what happened? You went up on the border with me, you see where I was, and I said, "Truth, load from there, bring it on this side and all." Think about the distance. Truth in a bag of pepper to come out here. You went on the walk with me. Did you understand?
Hey, you know what I was thinking about, boy? It's a kind of hard conversation to have, eh? But I was thinking about how, you know, like the work and the efforts that a man will pelt out. Whether it is to develop his home, to plant his garden, to build something that he could say he's proud of. You die.
Pull that bucket up there. You get it fill up. You want that first. I ain't going in the bag. That had to go in hand. You hold in a bag, I hold in a bag, he hold in the bucket.
Right.
9,500.
So one of these buckets, this whole 100.
You can check it in.
No, it's alright. I will take your word.
You take my word for it. That's another thing we just make mistake with.
No, but I take your word in this instance.
I want you to prove me wrong.
No.
Ask Lyndon about that. Ask Lyndon about that matter. And I told him the first time my bucket is 100. And Lyndon?
You did.
Well, you don't have a full bucket there, so you might need the 100. But I had to check it anyway, my son.
You know? My hand. If I put rubbing alcohol on my hand, don't watch me.
Squeeze a lime in it and rub it, man.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Picker.
Oh, gosh.
You want picker?
Partner, the wood is, you get a ton with every rose, but in the rose is seed. The amount of people you joke up by there already. You must get anything here now.
So about to end the video, Farmer Harry.
Yeah, well,
It's a pleasure to make this video for your channel.
right. So this is what I had these guys doing here.
Yeah.
Well, really, Lasana, eh?
Yeah,
I
well,
have been working happily with Farmer Harry videotaping here.
yeah, right.
So in closing, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, I want to tell the people, I'll see me out there soon. Once I get out there, I just try to clear out all my messages and things. I'm sorry about the long delay and thing. But it's just timing, like, as I said earlier on, I had no feelings for being outside there too much anymore, like how I used to go out and spend the night and thing. It's not here anymore. If I do go out there to get something, I really want to come back home. I will be out there soon.
Yes, sir.
How much time on your shoulder?
200. Where we passing? So?
Take some extra take care for you to carry down here too.
Where am I carry? Bag or bucket?
Now you carry the bag. The bag at 200. You go hold the bucket. You're going so. Straight towards that bag. Hey, what's it? Pass this way, right there straight in. Now come inside. You can hold that bucket?
Yes, sir.
Alright. That's it.
Have a great day.
Blessings to you all, man. Big up the Batiste family.